Welcome back to another dinner idea. I'm going to show you how to make pierogi and sausage casserole. It is so delicious. The sauce that we're going to make for the pierogis are going to puff them up and make them very tender. And we've got some delicious sausage going on over here, which I'm going to show you here in just a minute. If you guys are ready, come on over and let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to do is just cut up our onion. I'm going to make big pieces for the onions. Now, if you want to dice them small, you can certainly do that. I've just taken off the two ends. I'm going to peel off the outer layer. There we go. I'm going to turn my skillet on to a medium heat. We're going to melt 2 tablespoons of butter while we chop up our onion. I'm going to bring my knife through big chunks. And then we're going to cook our sausage with the onions, and I'm going to show you that. All right, I want to make sure that the butter is melted all the way and it starts sizzling before we add our onions. We've got a nice sizzle going on. We're going to go ahead and add our onion. Ooh, did y'all hear that? I put onion in everything. If I'm going to saute it down, I love the smell of onions cooking. You know something good is going to happen when you smell that in the house. All right, we're going to saute this down. Let's talk about our sausage. I'm using a smoked chicken sausage, and this is an apple Gouda flavor, which is my husband's favorite. So we're going to put this in the dish today because it'll go good with those cheese pierogies. All right, you can use smoked any kind of sausage. If you've got pork sausage, turkey sausage, chicken sausage, whatever you want to use. You want to make sure that you can cut these into 1/4-inch pieces. So if you want to get the links, I'm going to show you these right here. We're going to cut these into 1/4-inch pieces and then start browning these up with our onions. Okay, this is what it looks like right here. I find these at my local grocery store, which is H-E-B for us. I'm going to pull them all out. There we go. You want about 12 to 16 ounces of sausage for this recipe. Ooh, you can see the apple bits in there. Yeah, that'll make my husband happy, right? He's behind the camera, but he's not mic'd, so you can't hear him. But he's shaking his head yes. All right, we're going to add this to the onions. And that's all we're going to be sauteing down. Not kidding. Look at that little pieces of apple and cheese in there. All right, we're going to finish sauteing this down. We want to get the sausage kind of browned on the edges, kind of heated through, and finish softening down the onions. You guys, this smells amazing. Every layer is going to smell delicious. And that's what you want. A few more minutes on this and then we're going to be done with our pan and then just start building our casserole. The sausage and onions are nice and browned. You can really smell that apple in there. Ooh, that smells good. So we're just going to let that sit there for just a minute while we make that delicious sauce for our casserole. We're going to be using 1 can of cream of celery soup. Now you can change this to cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. We're going to put it into a medium bowl. All right, to that we're going to add 1½ cups of milk. Now I'm just going to pour it through the can. Give it a little swishy. Get all that excess soup out. You don't want to leave any flavor behind. Pass that off. Then pour that rest of that milk in there. Now what we're going to do is season this. Paprika, half a teaspoon. Onion powder, half a teaspoon. Garlic powder, half a teaspoon. Now this is flavor. Black pepper, half a teaspoon. We're going to go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Right there. We're going to blend this all together. All right, we're going to go in with a spoon. We want to make sure our flavors are where they need to be before we start building our casserole. That is what I want to taste in my casserole. All right, let's build one up. We're going to start off with frozen pierogi. Now this is classic cheddar. There's 12 pieces in each box, so I'm got 2 boxes with 24 pieces in them. So you get about 24 pieces of pierogi in your baking dish. Frozen right out of the freezer. I'm using Mrs. T's pierogies if you need to know. It's a box. And then what we're going to do before we add these to our baking dish is I've got a 1/4 cup of butter, which I'm going to put in the bottom. I'm just going to use a pastry brush to spread the butter out. We don't want our pierogies sticking to the baking dish, so go up about half the sides of the baking dish. We're going to lay out the pierogies. They can overlap. I want these in one layer so they steam up really good. We're going to take our sausage and onions that we browned up and we're going to place them all over the pierogi. All right, we're going to take that delicious sauce that we made and we're going to pour it all over the pierogi and the sausage and the onions. Make sure we cover all the pierogi. Okay, doesn't that look delicious? It's going to even look more delicious. First off, we're going to take some foil. We're going to cover our baking dish tightly with the foil. This is going to help steam the pierogies. Now I've got my oven preheating at 350 degrees. We're going to bake this for 30 minutes. After the 30 minutes, we've got one more thing to do to this, and then we're going to put it back in the oven. Y'all, wait for this one. We pop this out of the oven. We're going to take the foil off. Oh, that looks good. It smells good too. It's not done yet. We need to take some shredded cheese. Now I'm using a sharp cheddar cheese. We're going to sprinkle it all on top. As much as you want. We're going to pop this back in the oven. Now I've raised the temperature to 400 degrees. We're going to cook it for another 15 to 20 minutes or so till that cheese is nice and melted and the casserole is heated through. Okay, we just pulled this out of the oven. Doesn't that look delicious? I'm going to sprinkle on some fresh parsley to give it a pop of color. All right, let's dive in. We're not even waiting for this to really set up. My husband's like, nope, we're eating now.
I'm hungry.
He's hungry. Oh, look at those. Put that cheese right on top. Okay, I'm going to show you how tender these pierogies are and give it a try for you. Oh, and that nice creamy sauce and that sausage, apple Gouda chicken. Here's my bite. That's delicious. I say that every time about anything, don't I? And it is. Y'all, take a box of frozen pierogi and turn it into something delicious and very easy to make. That's scrumptious. All right, give me a thumbs up on this one. Make sure you comment down below what you think. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below, that bell notification. That way, you'll always know when shows like this one here are posted. I'll see y'all on the next episode.